Okay. This top 10 is a little weird because they did.
It's 1980,
This is
of
when
course.
we were born.
You were born. I was
Am I
born
older
in.
than you
We
guys?
were born in 81.
I was born in 81.
Wait,
Yeah.
39.
Oh wow.
When were you born in 80? So
Yeah, this was released after you were born.
That was, when was it?
December
Okay,
5th.
yeah, there it is. That's right. Huh.
You're
I'm
older
older
than
than
the
this
movie. Yes.
Flash.
That sucks.
Okay.
This was hour 54 minutes.
It seems so much longer.
It's still pretty long for back in the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Action. Oh, you took
Oh,
long.
my
Just
goodness.
go.
Wow, just go, Dave.
What? I'll go to Crackers and Milk. This show's David. I'm joined by Ryan and Jake.
Cut.
What's cut?
Look at the shirt, Dave.
Redo.
Look at the shirt.
Sorry. Well, I'm your host David D. Then I have Jake, and then I have R, which is Ryan.
Hey.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Today's episode is about Flash Gordon.
Gordon.
Flash.
It was released December 5th, 1980.
Go, Dave. We're waiting for you.
Well, it's Jake's time
Synapses.
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 All right. Although NASA scientists are claiming the unexpected eclipse and strange hot hail are nothing to worry about, Dr. Hans Zarkov knows better, and takes football star Flash Gordon, played by Sam Jones, and travel agent Dale Arden, played by Melody Anderson, with him into space to rectify things. They land on planet Mongo, where the despot Ming the Merciless, played by Max von Shadow, is attacking Earth out of pure boredom. With the help of a race of Hawkmen, Flash and the gang struggle to save their home planet.
And the gang. Yes, hi, welcome. Oh, I love how they brought NASA into this. That makes it a real movie.
Yes.
True life story. This could happen because NASA's part of the movie.
NASA.
And professional football.
New York Jet professional football.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
New York Jet. You got to make sure that.
I'm just going to start
I
this.
wonder how much the Jets paid to have that. Like, hey, New York Jets.
Maybe
See
$5.
New York Jets.
$5. Or more.
Or more. We'll
This
see. how
movie
much.
is the epitome of cult classic.
Very much so.
Very okay. So we have this is what will show you what is like Ryan was saying. It's cult classics ratings. So Rotten Tomatoes 82%, and then the audience was 69%, and then IMDb 6.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked at Roger Ebert. He did an article. He gave it 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
You're just like, what? 3 out of 4?
He saw the future.
86%.
Wait, what? For what?
Yeah. I slipped it. 86% of Google users like this movie.
86?
Yes.
Jeez. But out of how many?
86%.
So you're saying you don't like this movie?
I'm saying I could.
I'm just saying I'm surprised that a lot of people like this movie.
I'm saying I could become part of that 86% if I just hit the up.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not going to.
No. So the release date was December 5th, 1980. Ryan
Back in the
is
day.
a month old, probably.
No.
No? Less than a month old?
Like 7 days.
7
I'm
days.
a week older than this
A
movie.
week older. The runtime is 114 minutes.
Eat it, Flash.
Money, budget, 20 million.
Oh, that's so high.
How much did it make? You want to guess? Jake, you want to guess? Without looking?
500,000.
No.
I have no idea.
$27.1 million is the box office, so they got back 7.1
Epic
million.
win.
Yes.
That's probably a lot.
Well, in the
It
80s,
was.
yeah.
Well,
Worth it.
well, we'll get to that. The top money makers once we
Okay.
get there. Okay, then Mike Hodges was the director.
Of course.
He did Get Carter, Morons from Outer Space. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
All the classics.
Yeah. So the competition that December, Popeye, Stir Crazy, 9 to 5, Aristocats, which is a re-release, Raging Bull, Any Which Way You Can, The Formula, and Inside Moves.
I've heard of some of those.
I've heard 9 to 5. I've watched 9 to 5. Aristocats, Popeye. Popeye, I saw that one.
Yeah.
And then you go to January. January 81 was Scream, Scanners, The Incredible Shrinking Woman. And then February was My Bloody Valentine, Sphinx, American Pop, Eyewitness. Isn't Eyewitness the
Harrison Ford.
Amish?
I think that's just Witness.
Oh, I have no idea. But, well, anyways, top 10 that year. Empire Strikes Back with 209 million.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars. Then 9 to 5 with 103.2 million.
Really?
Yeah. Stir Crazy 101.3 million. And then number 4 was Airplane with 83 million. 5 was Any Which Way You Can with 70. Private Benjamin 69.8. Coal Miner's Daughter 67. And then Smokey and the Bandit 66. The Blue Lagoon was 58. And then the Blues Brothers was 57.
Oh, I'm surprised I know all of those movies.
Yeah.
Big year for Sally Field.
Yeah.
And then with the world gross top 5, okay, so it was Empire Strikes Back with 538, Gods Must Be Crazy with 200 million, Airplane 130 million, Blues Brothers 115, and then Cannonball Run 100 million.
Roger.
I guess it was a big year for Burt Reynolds as well.
Yeah. And then
Shirley, you must be joking. I'm not. And don't call me Shirley.
and then Empire, so that came out May 21st. Blues Brothers June 20th, Airplane July 2nd, Blue Lagoon July 5th, Smokey and the Bandit. Wait, Coal Miner's Daughter came out before, and that was March 7th. But Smokey and the Bandit August 5th, 15th, Private Benjamin October 15th, Flash Gordon. Then Flash Gordon came out, and then Stir Crazy. Then Any Which Way You Can, December 17th, and 9 to 5,
Clint
December
Eastwood
19th.
with an orangutan.
That's that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when I was looking at the movies that were released, I could write down, I think a couple months, I had to write down all of the movies that were released that year. Because they would do it weekly. They would just do it weekly.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, these are the movies of the year.
Probably less movies coming out then too.
Oh yeah. So January was Just Tell Me What You Want, Windows, To All a Good Night. February, Fatso, American Gigolo, The Fog, Midnight Madness, Don't Answer the Phone. Then March,
One out of that bunch.
Coal Miner's Daughter, Lady and the Tramp re-release, Little Miss Maker and Tom Horn. Baltimore Bullet, Private Eyes, Stalker, Where the Buffalo Roam. Okay, so this is where it's April, I can't remember, but May is when everything started coming out, and that's what you can kind of see now in this.
Right.
But I think movie studios in this time, our time now, is that they're trying to expand the window from May. You want to do May?
No.
What? Can you read my handwriting?
Yep.
Okay. So
When you were going through his movies he directed, I just wanted to see if you read out The morons. The
Morons.
whole title.
From outer space.
From outer space, yes.
Yeah, didn't I say
Yeah, you
morons
did.
from outer
I
space?
just don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was a brilliant
It-
movie title.
It was a brilliant movie title. And then, okay, so May, Friday the 13th, Fame, Empire Strikes Back, The Gong Show, Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown.
I've seen that.
And then June, Mountain Men, Urban Cowboy, Blues Brothers, Herbie Goes Bananas.
I've seen
July, Airplane, Blue Lagoon, Cheech and Chong's next movie. Caddyshack came out this year.
Harold and Kumar.
Dressed to Kill. August, Final Countdown, Raise the Titanic. Isn't that the Dirk?
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, when I done, I'm like, oh, that's Sahara thing.
Yeah.
And then Xanadu, then Smokey and the Bandit 2. The Exterminator, My Bodyguard.
The skating rink at Ohio Connection was called Xanadu.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Orson Welles' Xanadu in Citizen Kane?
No, it's Gene Kelly.
Yes.
Okay.
Gene.
It was his last movie, which is a shame.
So in October, it was One Trick Pony, Elephant Man, Private Benjamin, Song of the South re-release.
Really?
Huh.
Fade into Black, The Awakening. November, The Boogeyman, Heaven's Gate, Hooray for Betty Boop.
Wow.
Heaven's Gate. I forget what studio that, because it tanked so bad. It destroyed the movie studio that released it.
Oh. And then December, Flash Gordon, Popeye, and we already talked about them, but yeah, Stir Crazy, all that stuff.
Flash.
And then music was Clean and Howard Blake. Howard Blake did The Odd Job, My Life So Far, and Flash Gordon. That's all I know.
Yeah, but Queen.
Yeah.
That's the
they
best part
did-
about this
They
movie.
did one song. That was it, but yeah.
No,
I can
they-
see that.
You can tell that they helped with the score as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
True.
the other guy's work, but I bet it's not all synthesized.
No. Okay, so my thought on this.
Mm-hmm.
The doc. Some cameos that, some actors that you know. The evil guy, Brewmeister from Strange Brew.
Hey, Max von Shadow?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen Strange Brew.
Yeah, but he's that. You have Tevye as the doctor.
Mhm.
He's the doctor, and and then you have the guy who was the guy that was part of the Wing group. He was in. I don't know what he was in.
You're talking the prince of the Hawkmen.
Yeah. He sounded so familiar, and I looked him up, but I can't remember what he was in.
Oh, yeah. He's
But-
in a lot.
Yeah. What would be one of his? Oh, he was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He
Yeah.
was the dad that got killed by, the Alan Rickman's group. So, yeah.
He's the voice of the villain in Tarzan.
Clayton.
Brian Blessed.
Yeah, Clayton, right?
Yeah.
That's the Tarzan. Yeah. I thought it was cool.
He's in Star Wars Episode 1.
And then James Bond was in it.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
And that was interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so that's what I had to say about it. Okay. What did you think?
It was a hokey movie.
Such a bad movie.
I can't say it was bad. It was hokey. It was
Okay,
of its
okay.
time.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the main actor?
Sam Jones.
Yeah. Do you think they could have had a different guy? Or
Oh,
no?
for sure.
Yes.
Who?
Uh,
Who would have they've got? Like, I was trying to think of that, but because I knew if I brought this up, I'm like, well, if they had different guys, like, okay, who would I choose to have as this guy?
Arnold. Why not Arnold?
Mm.
Doesn't get to the chopper.
You
That was
couldn't
when he
believe
couldn't
him.
speak English.
Yeah, probably.
And you couldn't believe him as a New York Giants quarterback. Or
The
New York
Jets.
Jets. New York Jets quarterback. Could you? I think you probably could. Why didn't they have like Joe Namath? Joe Namath could have done it.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
Anyone.
He's trying to see if he'd been in anything else.
I don't
Most
think so.
everything else he's been in is.
He's been in Dead Sexy.
Really?
Yes, in 2001.
He's in a lot of stuff that I've never even heard of.
When he was in Ted, I thought that was pretty good. That they were like big fans of Flash Gordon. I don't know if you've seen Ted or not, but
Ted the TV show?
no, the
No,
teddy bear.
Oh,
The-
Ted the movie.
Mark
Seth,
Wahlberg.
Seth
Yeah,
MacFarlane.
So, yeah. I saw two. I didn't see one. So he's in one?
No, they're fans of Flash Gordon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he come in?
You're Sam Jones. They like party together. It's freaking Flash Gordon.
I mean, there's parts of it about the movie to enjoy,
Yeah.
but
What
it's,
did you enjoy about it?
it's well, laughing at it. The lizard men. That was the eyes were in their mouths.
Yeah.
Did the costume people just not know that?
They were going for shock and awe, okay? I can't believe Max von Shadow's in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brewmeister.
I don't know, he kind of does. He kind of does a lot of movies, but he's a great actor.
Okay.
Topol, I like Topol. I think he's a great actor too.
Yeah. Yeah, Tevye. From Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, I hear his voice. I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
No.
That super deep voice.
Tevye?
He might rival Sam Elliott.
Oh.
Whose voice would you choose?
Sam Elliott.
Okay, fine. You like that Texas draw though.
I do like that Texas draw.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Depends on if they're narrating. I think I'd have to go on narration and see what it would, like, how you hear that.
All right.
You know what I mean?
But not Bruce Willis.
No, Bruce Willis sucks. He sucks. And so does the reader of Hunger Games. She sucks.
Oh, unfortunate.
Harsh. Haven't heard either, but
She's
harsh.
She's just whiner, or just whine. It just is too much for me. But one of the lines that I really enjoyed was Hitler showed promise. They said it somewhere in there, and I was like, oh, it's kind of funny.
Too soon.
Way too soon.
Way too soon. I think it's too soon now.
Always.
I thought the Flash Gordon's line about the daughter, where he's like, does anyone trust her twice? It's like, wow, holy cow. Oh, kind of interesting. So that was very
Yeah,
funny. There were some lines that were funny, but this one's a really tough one. For
it
me.
was so hard for me to watch this. I fell asleep the first time,
Yeah.
so I had to go back and watch it again. And
I don't own it. I had to go to a friend's house and watch it, and like, he had to make sure I was awake. He's like, hey, wake up. Hey, wake up.
get it from the library.
Yeah.
Dude, I wasn't gonna take the time. I knew he had it, so he's like, yeah, go ahead. Come over and watch it.
I actually have the old TV series
You do?
on DVD. Never watched it.
Okay, a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why does the symbol look like a Mason symbol? Did you notice that? The symbol looked like a Mason symbol.
I didn't notice that, but
Me neither.
Kind of looked like one.
Very. Way to see that.
Yeah. I was probably too busy rolling my eyes to see it.
And I thought this was, or someone.
This movie is so quotable.
I guess.
I'm reading through them right now, and they're fantastic.
Like, what's a good quote from this thing?
Look, water is leaking from her eyes. It's what they call tears. It's a sign of their weakness. The Ming is a psycho. The Ming is a psycho. Who said that? The fair-haired prisoner. Who are you? Flash Gordon. Quarterback. New York Jets. That's awesome.
The whole scene where he's got the football and the guards are chasing him and he's just bashing him in the head with the football
and doesn't he throw a couple?
He does throw
a couple at people.
And then the funniest part about that is the Hawkman keeps hitting the guy over the head.
Yeah.
And I thought with sticking your hand in the right hole.
The test of treasure, of manhood.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and then didn't they erase memory? Some type of memory.
So the Dr. Zarkov,
Yeah.
they were erasing his memory, but he started quoting Shakespeare in his head, and that helped him keep on to his memory.
I thought, so the big thing is the thing in MIB. Like in Men in Black 2, it's like, oh yeah, it's going to erase his memory. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. And then, tell me more about this man Houdini. I don't know where that came from, but...
No, it's when they're in prison, and Timothy Dalton's character says it.
Yeah.
And him and Zarkov are chained up.
Yeah.
And so
he asked him, tell me
more about this man Houdini.
Yeah.
That was a laugh out loud point for me because the ridiculousness of it. There's a man who can escape from any chain? Tell me more.
Yeah. I know. I can't believe they were going to try and make other movies.
Because the end? Question mark?
Yeah.
I can't remember the ending.
Ming picks up his ring again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like, what? Didn't he die? Or no? What happened to Ming? I can't remember. It was so forgettable. Oh.
He disappeared. And his ring fell.
But don't you think that could have been the daughter?
No, because didn't you hear him?
Yeah, I think you hear him.
It was him. You heard him. Oh.
No, the daughter's good now.
She's a woman about town.
She's now the queen. Because Prince Baron is the rightful heir to the throne.
Oh my gosh.
Prince Baron.
Timothy Dalton.
This was before his James Bond, right?
Yes,
Probably a few years.
like most of the decade.
So is there like
What's got you smiling?
This is just the biography of Timothy Dalton. A constantly lean, 6'2", green-eyed Timothy Dalton.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
Are you serious?
may very well be one of the last of the dying breed of swashbuckling, classically trained Shakespearean actors.
Yeah.
Okay.
He tried to act serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He tried.
Yeah.
And
He was probably the only one that was
Yeah.
trying to act
Ma-
serious.
Max von Shadow had fun.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had fun. The king of the flying people had
Yeah.
fun too.
Brian Blessed.
Brian
Mhm.
Blessed.
I really like him and everything he does.
Tavia.
And Max von Sydow.
Tevye had a great time too. You can tell, he was having fun.
Yeah. I thought the Dale, the
woman.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought how she escaped was pretty hilarious. She gets the serving girl to drink the stuff and then switches place with her.
Huh.
And it's so scandalous. He starts doing stuff and uncovers her head and oh, it's the serving girl.
Amazing. Aravakada.
So when
We need to watch this together.
this movie,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could watch
I
it.
can't watch it again, man.
Give
Once was enough for me.
Give
20
me
years
give me a little bit of time.
when we're all retired.
Give me a little bit of time, and we can sit down and watch it again. I just can't watch it again
Yeah.
in the near future.
We do have to like
It's too
choose
long.
a movie to watch.
It's too
Yeah.
long.
This one is too long.
Honestly, I think we should watch a movie and record it at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Do you think it would be funny to watch, like, do a live on Instagram or something like that?
We
A
have
live
to get,
TV?
We have to get bigger.
Well, I know we have
People
to.
share.
I know.
Share the love.
But at a certain point, like, don't you think it would be funny? We're watching a movie
Yeah.
and we're just watching, like, we have it filmed, we have it just starting, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
we just do it
Guys,
all.
this is how bad this movie is. We're talking about,
Talk about other
things.
things to do.
Yes. You said it
I'd
best.
rather watch another
You
movie.
said it best, Ryan. This is a cult following, and
Yeah.
that's why it's got the ratings it does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am not part of that cult.
Never me.
Me neither. I am a big cult guy for goblins too. But this one just doesn't.
Why don't the Hawkmen wear pants?
Yeah. There's a lot of
Should,
unexplained
wouldn't it be
things.
cold up there?
Yeah. I think they just threw this thing together, trying to get some kind of Star Wars.
Kind of like what they did with what's that one that we did? He-Man.
He-Man.
No.
He-Man was a much better movie.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. That was a lot better than this one.
Yeah. This was something else.
Oh.
I mean,
The movie should have ended with Flash going, yeah!
yeah.
Do like one of those jumps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then the credits start rolling.
Toyota.
It did, like, to me, I don't know why I put this down, but there felt like a combination of Star Wars, of course, and then also Wizard of Oz.
I can
Land
see
of
that.
Oz for a little bit. Just a
On
little
drugs.
bit. Just reminded me of it.
And Wizard of Oz is on drugs.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Well, the books are.
And then, I don't know why I put this down, but they used the Force like Spaceballs.
Yeah, the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's
It's
why it
not the
was.
Force, it's the Schwartz, okay?
Schwartz.
May the
The
Schwartz be with you.
Schwartz.
Shut up. We don't want to get sued.
No. Mel Brooks, please.
Mel Brooks. This would have been a much better movie if Mel Brooks
Oh,
would
for
have
sure.
He would have had so much fun with this.
I mean, half the acting crew, half the cast is already having fun.
I think everybody was having fun except Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
He
don't know how
probably
many-
had fun.
I don't know how many movies he did before this, but it seems like it was early on in his
It was a very early on in his
career,
career.
so like
So he took
probably
it very
like
serious.
I bet he was the punk on the on set. Like, dude, we're all having fun. What's wrong with you? This is serious, okay? Take it serious.
I'm a classically trained actor.
Yes.
Actor.
Shakespearean swashbuckler.
I'm the last of my breed.
Lean 6'2", green-eyed. Shakespearean actor. Quiet. Read my bio.
Shut up, you blonde American.
Who is this Max von Shadow? Shido. I don't know. How do you pronounce that? What a ridiculous name. I'm Timothy Dalton. Sorry.
Okay.
We need to. This podcast needs to be longer, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
extend.
Yeah, we don't
I-
need to make it too long.
I enjoyed
it's
him
almost 30
as
minutes.
James Bond.
Yeah.
I also think that they wanted. I'm sorry.
The Living Daylights is one of my favorite James Bond
Yeah,
movies. So.
good one. I think Queen was a big part of this. I think
Yeah.
Yes.
Queen was
And
huge, and
do you think they made their money back, like what 20 to 20? They had it at 20 million, and then they had 27 million, so they made it, but kind of back in a little bit. Do you think the main reason was because of Queen? Like
Yeah.
one of the big reasons why
Oh, yeah,
it was
for sure.
because people want to hear, oh, it's Queen.
you're not gonna go watch this movie again for the movie.
Oh yeah, no way, no way.
The music's kind of fun in it.
Yeah, the music is fun.
Okay.
The set design, the costumes.
Yeah.
Cause the competition, you had Popeye Stir Crazy, but you had like 9 to 5, Aristocats, and Any Which Way You Can. Those were two of the top 10 movies that
Go
year.
watch Popeye.
Yeah.
And see how good the costumes are.
Oh, okay. With Robin Williams and
Mhm.
whoever.
Hmm.
They
Okay.
look like they're straight out of the cartoon.
Yeah, they really do.
And that's what, cause this is, Flash Gordon is based on a comic book or a comic strip. I know comic strip.
And then a radio series.
Yeah. And so it felt like they changed it a lot.
Maybe I'll have to bust out that DVD and watch the old TV show, but
I don't know.
You know what I'm really surprised about is I get why they didn't make another one.
Yeah.
Because it sucked.
Yeah.
But why haven't they rebooted it? It seemed like something that could be successful. Ish. I mean, there's a lot of.
Yeah.
To me, there's a lot of potential.
give the Hawkman pants.
Yeah.
I just don't know if people are paying for it. You know what I mean?
It might be too late at this point.
It might be a John Carter
Yeah.
kind of a thing that's just so far removed from the public conscious that
Good point.
it might not
Yeah.
make any waves.
Okay. Yeah. But I can see that. Okay. Well, what do you guys?
Sequel?
Yeah, sequel. Sequel.
I think I said my point just barely.
No.
No.
You can reboot it, but I don't think it would go anywhere.
Do you think they could do a TV series, a better TV series? I'm just wondering.
There's
I don't
such a
think
cult
there's.
following. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But is it cult following because of how weird it is, or is it?
Here's the thing: do you do it serious or you do it comical?
Honestly, I think if you dive into the history of what's the world called,
I don't know.
Mongo.
Yeah.
Mongo, it could be pretty cool
Yeah.
as a serious TV series.
Yeah.
With some comedic stuff,
Yeah.
but
Because you have to have a good flow. You have to have some serious and then some
well,
comedic
you
flow
gotta
to it
you gotta
to make anything
relate to the
successful.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd watch it. That's I think a history of
Interesting.
Mongo and what was going on
Yeah.
there before Flash Gordon arrived, and then
Yeah. How
you
did
know, halfway through
Ming and the
series.
Merciless become in
Yeah.
power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Only if Brian Blessed narrates.
Yes.
yes. What about? Are we gonna do thumbs up, thumbs one? What do you know? Have you noticed that our rating system is kind of like The Office, where Michael does the beach party, and he's giving us a gold star, a thumbs up, this sort of thing, and this sort of thing. I'm
Well, we
like,
just barely started with the thumbs, so.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's kind of funny when we don't have anything said.
When the movie starts, I want to really like it,
Yeah.
and then it just goes on and on. And
Why is the New York Jets, the football player, quarterback,
Yeah.
driving a station wagon?
Hey, if it's good enough for Clark Griswold.
Okay.
Brilliant, Jake. I mean, just adds to the movie.
That plane, honestly, too, is a little sketchy to get into.
No, not if you're
Maybe
Wonder
at the
Woman.
time.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
it was a little
where are
sketchy.
they? And where are
Yeah.
they flying to?
Yeah.
Yeah, who
No
knows?
idea. It's like, what are
Very-
you doing?
Why is a travel agent afraid of flying?
A whole lot of blank pages in this movie.
All right. Well, it was a bad movie, guys.
It was interesting to
It was
watch.
just a bad movie.
Do watch it.
Yeah, do
It's
watch
worth
it.
watching once.
Once in
Any
your life.
movie is. Well, maybe not.
Almost
not,
any
maybe
movie.
not Beowulf.
No, not Beowulf. Watching it once.
Watching it once. I don't ever need to watch it again.
Yeah, true. Okay. Well,
Definitely not with my young son.
Never.
Yo, stupid.
Please rate, subscribe,
Yes,
comment,
subscribe,
leave a comment. Please talk to us.
Please. Thank you and have a good day.
Wow, we went all over the place.
We needed